ancaman gangguan seksual dalam polis sedang menyiasat kes gangguan seksual.
Melakukan gangguan seksual pada tuduhan melakukan kelucahan melampau terhadap
Welcome to our show. You are now watching KKMA show. My name is Leah
and my name is Suhailah.
What is our topic for today's session?
Okay, so for today we'll be talking about sexual harassment in Malaysia.
Wow, that is an interesting topic that we should discuss today.
Right, because there are too many cases of sexual harassment that is happening in Malaysia and people still do not take this matter seriously. And what do you think about this?
Okay, sexual harassment is defined as unwelcome or inappropriate behavior of a sexual nature that creates a hostile, intimidating or offensive environment. This can include verbal, non-verbal or physical actions such as sexual advances, comments, gestures, jokes or requests for sexual favors. It is a form of discrimination and is typically prohibited by law in many jurisdictions and organizations.
Sexual harassment can occur in various settings, including workplace, educational institutions, public spaces or online platforms, and can have serious negative effects on the victim's well-being and work or academic performance.
Without wasting time, let's move to our next segment. Okay, we are back for the second segment today. Now we have Dr. Nurin, who is a psychiatrist. So, Dr. Nurin, can you explain more about sexual harassment that happened in Malaysia?
Thank you, host. Okay, based on the statistic by the Royal Malaysian Police PDRM, the total cases of sexual harassment decreased from 480 cases in 2021 to 467 cases in 2022. However, there is slight increase in 2023 to 547 cases. The number of reported cases involved both gender, male and female. However, the majority of the victims were women. This statistic shows that every year, more than 90% of sexual harassment cases are involving victims among women. In addition, the number of victims of cyber sexual harassment for the year 2017 until September 2021 shows a total of 686 cases in which 309 people are victims under the age of 18.
Doctor, if we talk about sexual harassment, maybe we think that only women can be the victim instead of men. What do you think?
It is true, but cases of sexual harassment against men are also increasingly every year. This shows that both gender are increasingly insecure in Malaysia.
What do doctors think about the causes of sexual disorders?
Sexual harassment often occur in situations when there is a power imbalance between the harasser and the victim, such as in the workplace or in educational institution. Next, many people may not be aware of what constitutes sexual harassment or may not understand the impact that their behavior can have on others. And lastly, the attractive physical attraction and personality of someone. This can be looking when some of the women are wear tight dress, wearing short pants and makeup to attract attention of other peoples.
Hey guys, I want to ask a question. If we can't rape those under 18, so why don't we just rape those above 18?
Why are you laughing? Do you consider this as a joke?
Yeah.
Do you still have your mom? Do you still have a sister?
Yes.
How old is she?
My mom is 45 years old.
So you enjoy seeing her getting raped by anyone? So will you laugh like this? Please, rape is not a joke, okay?
Okay.
Verbal sexual harassment involves saying anything of a sexual nature to someone who is unwilling recipient. If someone else says something to you that is either explicitly sexual or sexually suggestive, and if what they say makes you uncomfortable, then you may be a victim of sexual harassment. Example of verbal sexual harassment including telling sexual jokes.
Non-verbal sexual harassment is any form of unwanted sexual communication or conduct that involves something other than verbal speech but falls short of physical sexual contact. This includes sending emails and text messages that are sexually explicit or otherwise sexual in nature.
Hey, who's that? Do you think it's funny? This is physical sexual harassment. Please don't do it again. Sorry.
Unwanted physical contact is considered either sexual harassment or sexual assault depending on the severity of the encounter. Example of physical contact that can constitute sexual harassment or that can blur the line between the sexual harassment and sexual assault includes any form of unwanted touching, hugging or kissing.
Hi guys, you are back for the last segment for today. Sexual harassment can happen anywhere, but the most commonly happen is like workplace, school or university and public space. And here we have victims of sexual harassment, which is Dina. Can you tell me about your experience for being harassed?
Hi everyone, so today I would like to share about my story. This happened back in 2022 when I was sexually harassed by a senior worker while I was an intern at a company in Kuala Lumpur. This happens when I want to print something and the senior employee comes up to me and asks about me in an uncomfortable way. The colleague smiled and looked at me, which made me feel very anxious. As the time passed, the colleague started to touch my hand, which made me feel very disgusted and uncomfortable. The impact on me was quite bad. I was having a flashback about the incident and I lost trust in people in general. Not to mention, I started to experience a range of mental health conditions, including stress, anxiety, depression, and also post-traumatic stress disorder, which is PTSD. It's getting worse over the time. I also tend to experience feelings of anger, fear and anxiety. Consequently, it can contribute to depression and low self-esteem.
Irdina, what advice do you have for us to take care of ourselves if we are in this situation?
Personally, I think we all need to prepare ourselves with a self-defense skill, be brave to report out to our superior, and need to have a safety keychain to protect ourselves from being harassed.
Sexual harassment is giving a very negative impact for individual. Doctor, what do you think the consequences of the sexual harassment toward people, organisation and economy?
For people, it will impact physical and psychological, where victims of sexual harassment may suffer from stress, anxiety, and depression. The harassed person suffers from emotional and psychological injuries, which can lead to loss of self-worth, self-confidence, and self-esteem. Second impact is financial effect, where sexual harassment adversely affect the victim earning capacity by forcing them out of employment. Women are compelled to leave their job as a result of sexual harassment. Next, consequences towards organization is effect on productivity and profitability. As sexual harassment affect the efficiency and productivity of the worker because of the stressful environment, it has a direct negative impact on the organization. Finally, the effect of sexual harassment on the economy is that the country growth may be less due to low tax payment by competent companies because of high cases of sexual harassment occur within the companies. This result low productivity and production from the companies that will impact the country's economic growth.
Hi, there is too much consequences of sexual harassment, right, Doctor?
Yeah.
So, how we want to solve and prevent this problem, Doctor?
Okay, many parties have to play a big role to overcome this problem. The first one is government role. The government can take the initiative to build women parking spaces in every supermarket and shopping centre in Malaysia to protect women from being harassed. The government can also spread content and poster related to sexual harassment on social media platforms such as Instagram, YouTube and TikTok, which will definitely get the attention of Malaysians. The government also can run programs to raise awareness about sexual harassment throughout the country. For instance, the Ministry of Women has run the KPWKM Love Program, which is advocacy anti-sexual harassment, and received 25,251 entries throughout its organisation in 2022. Next, from education side, students should be educated about sexual crimes and sexual education because it is important for them so that they can avoid from being a victims and know what to do if they are in such a situation. Lastly, parents should control children in giving gadgets and internet access should be limited. This is to prevent them from starting to search the internet to find out more about things they shouldn't.
This is a great sharing from Dr. Nurin and Irdina for today's episode.
Okay guys, thank you for watching our video and please say no to sexual harassment.
See you guys in the next episode. Ciao!